Get your faith up, because what's happening in the house is happening to individuals and things you've struggled for years. Promises God made you, you've forgotten about. He's reaching in your past and pulling them out, dusting them off, and saying, I'm ready to bring this one to pass now. I'm ready to bring that one to pass now, and another one to pass now. About 8 years ago, a lady prophet called us in a room at a church in Orlando. Looked at my wife and I and said a lot of things to us and said, Central and South America is going to call for your ministry. Like I said, I've been in church a long time. I've found parking lot prophets everywhere. I'm sure there's none that's ever been around here. I walked out of that prophetic utterance not impressed. Prophet had an extremely good reputation for accuracy. Had good ears and eyes, according to those who knew that prophetess. I walked out, looked at my wife, and said, baby, you know anybody in Central America and South America? She said, not me. I thought you did. I said, not me. You want to go? She said, not me. It's too hot. Hot enough in Florida. I said, I'm with you. I think the prophetess had too much chili last night. 2 years ago, a man called me and he said, I've got a pastor's conference in Central America. I want you to come hold it. 8 years after the word. I went and held a pastor's conference 2 years ago. No, 1 year ago. A little over a year ago. God moved in a mighty way in San Salvador. They had multiple crusades, came back. They said, we want you to come back this year. I just got back a few weeks ago from San Salvador. And this time, the conference reached to the highest levels of the El Salvadorian government. And the president of the country has committed to come to a crusade toward the end of the year. Out of that conference, someone from Honduras said, we want you to come to Honduras. Central America starting to open up like a book, and we didn't know a soul there 8 years ago. Didn't want to go, didn't look to go, had no interest in going, and now Central America is wide open. I got a call yesterday. I'm having my Starbucks and nobody messes with me when I've got my Starbucks. It's a ritual. God himself does not talk to me when I've got a Starbucks. He just tells the angels, wait till he finishes his soy latte. He'll be all right. In fact, sometimes I think God joins me at Starbucks. But we don't talk. We just hang out. So far, God's never pulled his Starbucks card out. I've always had to pay. But that's all right, too. I'm having my Starbucks, going down to the post office. Look every day. I go look and see if checks cometh. Yeah. So that don't mean nothing to you folks that don't believe checks in the mail and tuition's paid, debts canceled. You give your money, you don't believe nothing. I give my money, I believe something's going to happen in my world. My wife said, you going to the post office today? The bank ain't open. I said, the post office is. I'm going. I'm on my way to check and see if my check cometh. And by the way, a good one did. Oh, yeah. We're having more. We can't dismiss this service. We're having too much fun. Just run the other crowd in on top of us. We'll work it out. Got a call. Said Central America's opened up. The prophet has said South America too. Got a call from a minister friend of mine. He said, how you doing, Bishop? I said, I'm doing fine. How you doing? He said, it's wonderful where I am. I said, where in the world are you? He said, I'm in Peru. And we're waiting on you next year for a pastor's conference. I think if my geography's squared up and my teachers told me the truth, I think Peru's in South America. Somebody just needs to help me a little bit. Now, what are you saying? I'm telling you that even though it's been a long time since God said something, you might have forgotten about it, but God hasn't forgotten about it. And he's still on the throne. Hallelujah. I can remember years ago when I lay behind an altar in Weatherford, Texas. Most folks don't even know there is a Weatherford, Texas. It's just west of Fort Worth. It's a little bitty town, about 12,000 people. I had a storefront church, didn't want it to grow. If it grew, I'd have to hire some staff. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to pastor a little bitty bunch of folks till Jesus come and dwindle myself away. I'm laying behind the altar, and God made a promise. He said, great shall be the peace of your children. I got up, ran home, and said, honey, God said great would be the peace of our children. It was like somebody walked up to the devil, hit him right in the face, said, my name is Gerald Doggett. I live in Weatherford, Texas. I dare you to mess with my kids. Since that proclamation, all hell has broken loose. Every year there's something. Every month there's something. Every season there's something. But I stand here on this platform this morning in Apopka, Florida. I guess I'm still in Apopka. I don't even know where I am. But I'm going to stand here at New Destiny Christian Center and tell you, God said it. It's settled. And someday, some way, somehow, great will be the peace of my children. It's my destiny. It's tucked away behind one of those seals. I'm telling you something you thought was over, dead and gone. It's just tucked away behind another seal, and God is going to crack it open one day, and you're going to get your blessing.